Hi guys, welcome to
See You Saturday.
Welcome to See You Saturday. Today,
She's hitting me in the head. That's the whole video. Remember what I said about the bats last time?
We decided to scratch that idea until a later date. Have you guys watched A Secret Life of Mormon Wives?
No.
I recommend it so heavy. Taylor hates it.
More
than anything. No, it's so good.
We were supposed to look up 2 fears. I have had one hell of a week, so I only looked up one. And I didn't
I've had a pretty relaxing week, so I don't know what your guys' problem is.
One day, I literally took off work, laid in bed, crampy and crying, eating an entire pound cake and watching 13 Reasons Why.
I saw that, by the way. That was so hilarious. Like, to sit there and,
like a triple fudge pound.
To scroll through your laps and be like, oh,
I was having it rough.
It
smells like chocolate. And
alright, who's going first? Me?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I'm gonna put my microphone on my thing, so bear with me.
Because it looks so nice.
You don't look nice, Age. Exactly what I said! Alright. Mine is on cruise ships. That's my first fear, and you can't see it, but my notes.
Yeah, see, they can't see it, so
it is.
Right down.
I think.
Oh, it is slightly.
So you have points.
So we can look. So we can color code and make it pretty.
So mine's color coded, and I even have my sources because I learned not to plagiarize in school.
I don't have sources. I'll say this. Google.
Okay. My first point why cruise ships are terrifying. They can sink. They made a whole movie about it.
Was the Titanic a cruise ship though?
No, but it was a ship and a bunch of people were on it, and it still sank. So there's a whole movie.
Fun fact: boats can sink. Oh my god! Cars can drive.
They have a morgue.
Grass can grow.
I figured out they have morgues on ships, on the cruise ships. Yeah. There's only room for 2 bodies or 10. It's anywhere from 2 to 10. So if 11 people die, they have to put them in the ice cream storage. In case you were wondering.
Don't get ice cream on a cruise ship.
If they have a bunch of free ice cream.
Free. Oh wait, so they just
if they have where they just give out a bunch of ice cream, that's what they're doing. They're storing another body.
Oh my
gosh! So
Cherry went on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Okay. She got a lot of free ice cream. We should plan a trip to go on a cruise ship.
We should.
And...
Okay.
Okay, guys.
So
and kill 11 people to just get a bunch of ice cream. No.
Oh my god.
No.
I'm okay. Your microphone.
I don't even know if it's working.
Okay. With that being said, oh my god, what is wrong with you? Roughly 200 people die annually. That is about 3 or 4 per week.
On a cruise ship?
On a cruise ship, yes.
Guys, just cruise ships, not any ships, just cruise ships.
Just cruise ships. However, not all countries share their statistics. So we think it might be higher, but since all countries share their statistics, we don't have an accurate number.
You're all professional over here. I'm I got a Reddit story. I'm 3 years of experience.
People go missing all the time. Could it be murder? ... is exactly what I wrote.
There's a story that I like that shit.
I forget what story it was, but
I have a few stories. Tamara, so when I was doing my research,
we get it. We didn't do our research.
I found this girl. Her name is Emma Cruises. She like does cruise ships. She takes a bunch of cruise ships, and she made a website, and she talks about it and like deaths on cruise ships. So she also talks about the positive things on cruise ships. But this is what I'm going to focus on, and I'll link her website
That's
in the description because it's really
being a YouTuber.
it's really like, and it's good for your nog. Probably
good.
not if you're taking a cruise. Don't read it if you're taking a cruise. Okay. Anyway, Tamara Lorraine Tucker was murdered by her longtime boyfriend Eric Dwayne Newman. Sad face. It literally put a frowny face because that's the kind
She
of.
had all the time in the world, guys. Think about that. While she was doing this all day, I was at work all day.
I have also a son to take care of, so.
I was getting 2 speeding tickets while she was.
I also have school to take care of.
All right.
Crap. School.
On January 18th, 2018, he murdered her. They stayed on the 13th deck. He strangled her and threw her over the balcony. She fell to her death onto the 11th floor.
No, I think she died when he strangled her.
11th floor. Jeez.
Oh, so
She
she
was-
like went.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
She was a mother, grandmother, and professor.
And how long did you say he went to prison for?
12
What
years.
I read was 12 years, but I don't know 100%.
I really hope that's wrong and he is rotting in jail.
Yes, and I found that on people.com. So.
What?
With that being said, I would also like to give you a rough estimate of how much cruise ships cost.
That's the
A
research.
4-night Bahama cruise is $239 or $66 per night. Or let's say $60
Good night.
per
I thought
night.
it would be more expensive.
A 7-night Caribbean yacht cruise, $4,229
For
or
about what?
$604 per night.
For just a week.
Huh?
Yes.
To buy a house.
Like you can't do.
Yes, this next one's really going to shock
A
you
little
if that
bit.
one shocked you. 21-night Yachtsman Caribbean Sea Jewel, $11,429 or $544 per night. A 1-night Pacific Northwest cruise, $150. A 4-night Pacific Coastal cruise is $379 or $95 per night. A 9-night Italy to France and Spain cruise is $1,785 or $198 per night. However, that's not saying like if you're like on a 21-day cruise, like you make stops and like done tons of like different cities and stuff.
Yeah.
However, the 21-night cruise is $11,000.
If I'm paying that much, I better not get murdered. I better not sink, and I better have the time of my life and not get murder ice cream.
Best
But
not get a
also
lot of
that
ice
doesn't-
cream.
Just to not get murder ice cream.
But that also doesn't like talk about how much you're gonna spend at all of these different ports. Like they're
That's
tourist
so
attractions for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Travel to the Bahamas.
lucky, but you also have to fly. Like we live in Wyoming, so we'll have to like fly to like I'm not.
The
Wyoming
Caribbeans.
doesn't exist to anyone else.
Wyoming actually isn't real. We're
Yeah.
We're fake.
we're
Right.
AI robots.
It's a fear of mine.
To be an AI robot.
No.
A fear
No.
of mine is to middle schoolers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Really
Woo!
Hold on. Let me share my personal thoughts.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna read you exactly what I wrote. So hope it makes sense.
Taco Bell sponsor us.
So-
Okay, go ahead.
Talk about sponsors.
The cruise ships.
So cruise ships.
And murder ice cream.
I think a cruise would be fun. However, I do not want to pay an arm and a leg to hang out on a boat. My parents own a boat. I can just go on there for free.
Oh my god, okay.
I
Also,
think,
you rocking. Like, you always rocking on a cruise ship, so you can't really sleep well.
I think that it could be dangerous because people could get drunk and fall over the edge and drown. Also, there are no police on cruise ships. I didn't write that in my notes.
What?
There are no police in cruise ships. However, there are security guards and like 1 or 2 jail cells, which have a name. I think they're called like the grubs. Don't quote me on that, but so if a crime happens and they get charged in the nearest like land closest, like say They're in like the Canadian seas. I don't know what those are called.
Canadian seas.
But like they're a U.S. citizen on a U.S. cruise, but they're like right next to Canada. That's where they're gonna get charged for the crime. So, I'd possibly go if I didn't have to pay for it myself. Somebody pay for a cruise, and I'll give you an honest reaction.
Cruise ship sponsor us.
Honest opinion.
Yeah, I won't
Rate-
sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Now someone's gonna be like, "That's the ice
Murder
cream
ice
bar."
cream,
We're all gonna
anybody?
be like,
Murder ice cream.
"What?"
Or to go on a cruise, just work on it. Then you'll get all the behind the scenes.
I'm gonna apply for a cruise ship job. So if I'm not on the pod, this is why I'm on a cruise.
If you're not on the pod, we can't come over here.
This
If the
episode
pod's-
is just trying to make me scared of more things. I thought cruise ships looked fun.
They do. They look like so much fun. Like a Disney cruise. However, there was a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
scandal for a Disney cruise. Some Disney cast member was molesting kids. In case you were wondering, like on cruise ships. So I didn't even get into that.
Hate
You're welcome.
pedophiles.
But it's not really.
I think we should elaborate more on your fear of middle schoolers.
Middle schoolers? Oh, it's not like a big fear, but like they're terrifying. Because they
Middle
act like they own the place. I mean, I know I could beat their butts, but like.
Yes, H. Let's beat up middle schoolers. When I would in high school, when I'd become friends with someone, a genuine question that I would ask was how many small children do you think you could take in a fight?
Oh.
Like
So many.
when I kid you
I'd
not,
punch them in the face and they'd be dead.
Depends how
Well, like-
small are the children.
Actually, no, you
at
can stop,
once.
guys.
like you have to take all of these small children at once.
Like 8-year-olds?
I'm thinking more like 6-7-year-olds.
2.
See, and that says a lot about your character because if you're like saying some outrageous number, like you're cocky. But if you're like, I genuinely only think I could take 2, or like,
More than 2 and I'm running.
I'm sorry, but if
If
2
3
6-year-olds come running at me, I'm running away. 3 is pushing it. Yeah, and I used to like genuinely ask that, and then that would like determine if I wanted to like be friends with someone or not, or like even like date them. So
That's a lot. This isn't my fear. It's an escalator, which is a different thing from an elevator.
Escalators.
But 3 people per year are killed on an escalator.
that's actually like really tragic.
That's
How the
also-
hell?
Like falling
Yeah,
down?
it's like a lot. I mean, when we were in the airport in Denver,
I feel like-
some old lady's shoelace got stuck underneath. She
Oh, I
took off
would've-
her shoe.
I would have taken off if my pants get stuck on the escalator. You will see me naked. I will
We're gonna
be.
take off everything else just cause.
She just stripped. When I was at the mall, we were
What
on
did
the-
you do?
and then I'd be known as the naked airport lady.
oh my gosh, when we were coming back from Denver, we were on one of those like
Becca,
walking
the naked
escalators,
airport lady.
like the flat escalators where you just like walk
Yeah.
faster. And there was legit a crazy bitch behind us. Like security was escorting her out, and she was right behind us, and she was just like
There was some
throwing a fit. She like looked like she
Me.
was on something. Like,
Not me. I don't do drugs.
like security like had to keep picking up her mess for her, and then when we got off the escalator, she like throws herself onto the floor, and she's like, "Oh, ow, ow!"
You didn't even like elaborate the fact that she goes crazy naked lady. I see you just like with your hair down and everything, running like this. Alright, everywhere.
Flapping in the wind.
Guys, Becca's like crazy naked.
Okay, moving on.
I can't move on that fast, dude. You crazy naked lady.
We can see the headlines now.
Crazy naked
Oh my
lady
gosh!
in the
In
airport.
middle school, us and our friends used to write newspapers about American Girl dolls and sell them for like $3 a paper.
You went to public school?
Oh, this
No,
one.
no.
Oh. What the hell? Where did you
in
do
co-op.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Marley, you owe us like $50.
Yeah.
I should have picked planes for my other fear.
Planes aren't that scary unless
Yeah,
you
they
like,
are.
think about it.
Your thing could catch on fire. You could
Thing?
start shooting.
Your thing? What's the thing? What thing?
I don't know. Something
Yes,
could catch
thing.
on fire. Someone could get hurt. The door can fly off.
That wouldn't affect you if you're not sitting by the door.
Yeah, it would. Because you have to wear the mask for
would.
the rest of them.
Well, I mean, it would affect you, but like you weren't flying out of the
would've.
plane.
You could.
I'd be scared.
Go sit by the door.
Anyways,
Problem solved.
Just like tape it
no.
off.
And also, you could get stuck in it for 5 years.
H saw a movie once.
Show.
Speaking.
I saw the same show. It was really good.
Naked lady over here, don't believe her.
Speaking of, so talk about the lizard lady who was like, I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Yeah.
I think about her a lot.
She's your Roman Empire.
Yes, I hope she's doing okay.
And
Also-
then she like made a video, but she was like looking all around, and she was like, I wasn't in my right mind that day, guys.
Yes, like
She was
and
acting all weird.
there was one lady who like tried to impersonate her, like wore the same hairstyle, same outfit, and she looked like very different. I'll have to. Oh my gosh, she was ridiculous because she was like, really, lady, you're trying to impersonate her, but then like.
I really hope my microphone's on.
Yeah, that really annoyed me. Anyway, should I explain my dream, or should I say what it means first? I think it
I
makes
would
sense to explain with the dream.
Okay.
Okay, so I in this dream, and I've had it a couple nights. I had it 2 consecutive nights, and then I had it a couple nights ago. It's a dream where me and a couple people from high school. Okay, so we're like all in an airport bathroom, and then my mother-in-law B comes in, and that's just what I call her, so it's not even like a code name. I just call her B. Comes like running in and was like, you guys need to hide, and so like we're hiding, and it's like my stall door, and like it's in an airport bathroom, but like my stall door doesn't have
Lock.
like yeah, my stall doesn't lock, so it's hiding in one stall, and then hiding in the stall next to us, and their door locks, and then this crazy cracked out Muppet. It looks like like how everyone's like, oh, this is what your anxiety looks like, this is what my anxiety looks like. Let me show you a picture. And it looks like Kermit the Frog had a baby, and he's like cracked out with like red bloodshot eyes, and it's a puppet.
But he's like on crack.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And this is like a woman's bathroom. And so this is a very why the fuck is this Muppet in a bathroom?
Excuse you.
Go to the Muppet bathroom.
And I am mad. Or am I a Muppet?
And then like we're standing like completely still because for some reason we're already scared of this Muppet, and nothing's even happened.
Because someone ran and
Because it's a
said
Muppet?
hide, and then this cracked out Muppet is chasing you. I would
Yeah,
be
I don't-
scared too.
No, I don't know what's happening, and so I'm hiding him, and he like do and like how Muppets do, and then he like goes into the bathroom stall, and then like he like looks at me, and then like closes the door, and then the door like rips open because like he closes the door like right in front of me, and like then he just like lunges at us and like starts trying to stab us. Where'd you got this knife? I don't know, man.
I should tell that dream about
Michaela?
Michaela and Lauren.
And so like he like gets and he gets her good. So B, in my dream it was like a tiny scrape, but like there was a lot of blood. Okay,
Oh,
and so then like and
I really hope my working.
I'm like I got this, and I'm fighting off this puppet, and yeah, all by myself.
And you looked at what the stream means, right?
I did.
Okay.
And I'm fighting off this puppet, and so B and in the back, and they're then I'm like get the knife away, and I'm cutting this puppet open and stuff, and then like this other dude who's like he looks like he's controlling the puppet, but he probably just has the puppet in his hands. I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know where it came from. Or
It's a
how we got
dream. Nobody understands.
Literally. And so then I'm like cutting him, and then like this guy's like ripping his stuff now. So I think he's a good guy, and I think he's on our team. He's not, by the way. Dick.
Beef with the guy in her head.
And he's like ripping his stuff out, and we're like putting it down the drain. And then I'm like, okay. And for some reason, there's like a key involved.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, school
Just keep
field
going
trip
like you
and
know what's happening.
school field trip in the bathroom, and then I like run back, and I'm like checking on B. Runs to the front and is like checking everything, and then B runs to the back and is like, check. Okay, I got this. And then I'm like, we'll keep ripping the stuff out of this guy, and then all of a sudden, B goes, I don't know what happened next, but then like I run to the back and I'm like, B, where's the key? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know, I don't trust that guy. We need to like, something's up with him. And so I run to the front and he's like, he has the key and he's like putting stuff in his pockets. And he was like,
What's a fat ass, okay?
and he goes like, he like runs out and he's like, this isn't over. And then I wake up. Terrifying.
You didn't die?
No.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, so I looked up, what does a puppet in your dream mean? And it means that there's a difficult issue that I'm not facing. The airport bathroom could mean that there are control issues and I need to let things go. The people could mean a few things, like unresolved issues, emotional healing, self-reflection, reconnection, social connection, stress, or anxiety. And I kept looking. Someone trying to kill you.
Someone trying to kill you.
Someone trying to kill you.
I looked this up too because like half of my dreams for some reason are me running away from people who are like out to kill me.
It's
like,
terrifying. Someone trying to kill you could mean unresolved conflicts and that your subconscious wants you to focus on those issues. Vulnerability, or powerless. In this situation, I am powerless. I have nothing that I could do. And fun fact, in Western mythology, a puppet is an invisible double. The positive side of a puppet can be a spirit, while the negative side can be hidden impulses. This website called me a puppet, a cracked out Muppet. Wow. There were no positive sides to this puppet, just murder. So hidden impulses doesn't make any sense because like I'm very happy and I have no intentions on killing myself, so I don't know why the fuck this puppet has a problem with me. So
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe it's for killing someone
Oh my
else.
god. Oh, got me
I haven't killed anyone.
Or like go
You're the murderer.
No, she is. She's the one who wants to kill other people.
I said that. Oh, we were against it.
Yeah. Unless we
I
need
didn't
you
write
afterwards.
much down because all of it's up here in my nog.
You have a noggin? You don't
Sometimes.
use it.
Yeah.
That was so late.
Lucid phobia is a phobia of lucid dreams that can cause fear and anxiety in some people. Lucid phobia can be caused by various factors such as negative associations,
It's
lack
not
of
mine. Oh, it's
control,
purple.
beliefs, or personality. Not to be confused with onophobia, which is the fear of dreams, or somnophobia, which is the fear of falling asleep.
I'm pretty sure that's insomnia.
No, that is you can't fall asleep when
No.
you want to. Somnophobia.
Please no.
Somnophobia is when you like really just don't want to fall asleep, so
Sleep
you'll
paralysis.
do anything to stop yourself from falling
Here.
asleep.
Oh my god, I have a new bit. I have a new bit.
Gosh.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No,
I have a new bit. I have to show you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I have to show you guys. You guys have to sit right here and you cannot look into the kitchen. It's my new favorite thing to do.
Guys, I'm totally not a money maker.
You're scaring me. You suck.
I really hope nobody comments about my leggings being tucked into my socks.
That's what's happening. Okay, I'm confused. That's what's happening.
Did you just get like
I just,
headphones?
yeah.
All right.
So, people who don't know, lucid dreams are when you're aware that you're dreaming and you can control things that happen.
Can we talk about how you have like a cute little star? A sticker.
I got a sticker book. Okay. My first lucid dream. Actually, a few months before my first lucid dream, I was in a hotel and I couldn't sleep, and I'm scared of the dark. So the hotel was dark, so I was on my phone and I was looking for videos, and I found one, and it's like how this video will make you lucid dream. And in my head, I'm like, lucid dream, like your dreams are more vivid. And then I started watching it, and thank goodness for that lady, because she's like, this video will help you be conscious in your dream. And I'm like, what? What is this? I start doing research on it. I'm like, that sounds fun. And then I did more research on it, and it's like, you'll get sleep paralysis. You'll have a lucid nightmare. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. But then I started the practices, which is like trying in real life to like make sure you're not in a dream. So what I do is I count my fingers, because when I'm dreaming, I have like 8. Like if you look at your hand like this, it looks normal in a dream. But then if you count it, it'll just like fingers will keep popping up. So I started doing that like daily, and I also started writing in a dream journal. I wish I had my dream journal. Honestly, I figured out I was gay because of a dream, so I have like the exact date that I figured out I was gay.
What's your when you realized moment?
True discovery story. I was dancing in a church with a girl in a dream, and then I was like, oh shoot, I might like girls.
Mine was 2nd grade.
Mine was never.
Her name was Paula. I'm in
That's a
love
cute
with
name.
I was in love with her.
I'm
like-
well,
I haven't seen her in a couple years, and like since 3rd grade is the last time I saw her. But I was like overly like, I wanted to be this girl's friend so bad, but she made me so nervous, and I didn't realize that's when I had my first gay awakening until like a year ago. I've been a faggot. I've known. I had my first girlfriend at 12. I'm gonna believe that. I'm just gonna cut that out.
Part or just faggot?
The faggot part.
I'm a faggot.
Baby, have you ever lucid dreamed? Have you ever lucid dreamed? Is it fun? Why can't I lucid dream? Why can't I
It's
lucid
fun
dream?
if you do it right.
I don't want to
Yeah.
practice. I want to just do it right the first
Just start
time.
writing in a dream journal, and then you'll remember your dreams more. And then whenever
Okay.
something in real life is like,
I
that's
know.
so
The
weird,
last
just
time I-
like count your fingers.
The last
And
time I remembered a dream was the stupid Muppet dream, and I'm never doing that again.
My last dream included like babies from hell or something. So-
my last dream was this morning, and it was a dream about Chosen being sold, but the owner said they'd keep it the way it was. But then as soon as they got it, they changed everything.
That first
Oh my
lucid
God.
dream, I'll tell you all about it. I had been writing in my dream journal trying to lucid dream, but also terrified of sleep paralysis because that shit's creepy. And then one night, I'm having a dream, and the start of it is really weird. It's like a giant like Nerf gun fight
As
with
you
like a bunch of people, and then
Hell yeah.
like the
At the
Nerf gun
park?
fight was over.
At the park?
So no, and
Oh, it's a dream.
it's yes.
Okay.
No. And then we are at my house in Texas, which has like a loop and a really long driveway. That's important because that's where it was. And we had a school bus, which was in real life. We had a school bus in our yard. And we're at the bottom of the drive-through way. A bunch of people are like, "Come on, guys, we're leaving. Are you guys like?" I was with another girl, and they're like, "Are you guys gonna walk? Are you guys gonna take your bike? Are you guys gonna drive?" Because a bunch of people were driving, a bunch of people were riding their bikes, and me and my friend.
Oh my gosh.
Nerf gun fight, bottom of the hill. Some people are driving, some people are riding bikes. Me and this girl decide to walk to wherever we're going. I don't know where we're going. We get to the top. We get to the top of the hill, and then I turn to her. I'm like, actually, I want to go get my bike. I don't want to walk all this way. And she's like, okay, I'll wait here for you. And I go down to get my bike. And for some reason, I have to pass through our school bus to get to my bike.
Wait, like you have to go through the school bus?
Yes, exactly. I
Just
have to walk
gross.
through the school bus. And when I walk into the school bus, all of the seats that are on the school bus are toilet seats. And I remember saying out loud, I said, "This is so funny. I can't wait to wake up and tell AJ." And then I like processed it. I'm like, wake up? Wait. I'm dreaming. The thing about my lucid dreaming is, for some reason, when I'm in a dream, I still think the people around me are real. So when I figured out I was in a dream, I ran up the driveway to tell this girl I was with, this is a dream. But the characters in my dream like to gaslight me, and she's like, no, it's not, you're crazy. And then
Did you know that's like a genuine thing? Like, ask when you're lucid dreaming, not just be like, what time is it? Like, or be like,
you have
what's
to
the
like
date?
look at a time, and it'll change over and over, or it'll just be some fucked up like weird graphics.
Yeah, ask the character what time is it.
I read a story on Reddit earlier where he said that he tried to fly in his dream and a kid latched onto his leg and pulled him down.
I've heard the reason I like won't lucid dream, like I say I want to lucid dream, but the reason I won't is because I've heard like a lot of scary things about it. So
there is a lot of scary things if you're not in the right mindset. If you're in the right mindset and you're just like, oh, fun, I can fly.
Microphones are fucking
Which also, flying in your dreams, I'll tell you now, it is just the best. I love it. But anyway, and then like this girl's there and she's like, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, right, it's not. And I just like conjure an umbrella. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. And then I remember spinning the umbrella and making it change patterns. And then I started freaking out because it's my first lucid dream and I'd read a lot about lucid nightmares. And I was like, okay, I don't want to be here anymore. Because I started like freaking out. And when you freak out, like your mind projects it into the dream. And I was like, okay, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to wake up. And I'm like still standing there. And then I'm like, I want to wake up. And then I do one method I heard about where you close your eyes and you just say, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And when I opened my eyes, I was in my bed, like in my actual bed. And but I wasn't awake, but I thought I was. So I like get up and I remember I felt something on my face, and so I like pull them off. It was my blue light glasses that I usually I used to wear blue light glasses a lot. I took them off and everything was blurry, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense because I don't need glasses. So I put them back on. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm still in a dream. And at this point I'm panicking a lot. And I look up at this like shelf thing I had, and there's a stuffed animal there. I forget what stuffed animal it was because it was a long time ago. But it like starts moving and I start freaking out. And in my panic, like I'm freaking out and I wake up and then I do not fall back asleep. I grab my dream journal and I just start, oh my gosh,
no, I don't blame you. That's terrifying. And that's exactly like why I won't lucid dream, because like I'm scared like I'm gonna be like wake up, and then I like wake up and I'm like and not actually wake and I'm gonna die in that.
I had a dream once where I had this beautiful baby boy, and I loved him. I swear.
You're gay.
I know. So weird. But I had this baby boy. I raised him until he was a teenager, and this boy is like just like me. He's funny. And I'm hanging out with my son in the store. And then these kids are like picking on him, and he like goes into a back room. And I remember like I was going to follow him, but then I got distracted with something. And then I go to look for him, and I can't find him anywhere. And I'm starting to freak out. I'm like, where's my son? Where is he? I need to find him. And then like the room gets closed off and separates into a different dimension or something. And my son was on the outside of the room in like non-space. And I'm like, what? And then I wake up and I'm like, and I just get so sad because I'm like, I thought I had a son. I miss him. And I didn't even know who he is. That one. That was great. I want to read you. Okay, so one thing about lucid dreaming is a lot of people say you can never look in a mirror in your dream.
Oh.
It's some people, like most people say, you cannot look in a mirror. Some people say mirrors are like a portal, which is like a thing. Like you can like open a door if you want to go somewhere else in your dream, which I've done before. And then I'm like, I don't really like doing that. But you can like open a door. Some people say if you crawl through a mirror, you'll go where you want to go. And some people say you should never look in a mirror because it projects the darkest parts of yourself. And some people are like, I looked in a mirror and it was fine. So it's really iffy. But I want to read a Reddit story that I found about looking in a mirror that is just terrifying. So I cannot see who it's from because I took screenshots. From a guy on Reddit.
Yeah. One of mine.
Okay. What are your experiences with looking in a mirror in a lucid dream? A week ago, I had my most lucid dream ever. I did a lot of experimenting with ideas I got from this subreddit. The most interesting thing I did, though, popped into my head completely randomly, and it was to look into a mirror. At first, I simply thought it would be interesting, but as I got ready to approach the mirror, I started getting nervous and suddenly knew I was. As I got ready to approach the mirror, I started getting nervous and suddenly knew I was not about to see my literal reflection, but something else. It felt like I was about to make a confrontation. And in fact, I did. What happened next was life-changing. All the most negative parts of me were manifested in this mirror. They were all my most self-destructive qualities.
I'm a minor.
I'm gonna kill you!
I'm a minor.
Guys, my parents are writing again.
I'm like this close
And
to
the last
throwing
one?
my phone and starting crying.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yes.
All the
I'm
most
quiet.
negative parts of me were manifested in this mirror. They were all my most self-destructive qualities that I now realize aren't actually part of me. They simply exist inside of me. I learned this by the way they were manifested in the mirror. They looked like me, but lifeless, with soulless eyes. This is how I knew they weren't really me, but only been posing to be me my entire life. As I start to realize the reflections. As I started to realize this, the reflection's eyes glowed red. I felt fear, but I confronted it. I shouted, "What am I?" at the mirror. Then it took off its disguise. Its head turned into the most nasty black wolf, with the glow from flames illuminating the inside of its mouth and yellow fangs. In the most penetrating, demonic voice imaginable, it roared back at me, "I am a monster." That's when I finally knew that this thing was not really me, only pretended to be me, and it fucked up by ruining its disguise. So to me, this mirror was a gateway into my own mind. I don't want to say my subconscious because this reflection was not me and had only wished for my self-destruction. If you look at your worst qualities, you can group them all together and label them as the black wolf. And in the dream world I explored my mind and met face to face with this black wolf. So yeah.
So like the mouth was flames.
What does that mean?
No, like the inside of him was lit up by yellow flames, so like through the eyes and the mouth, and you could see the like. I'll tell you about the lucid dream I had when I decided to stop lucid dreaming because this one scared me. I don't remember what happened, but I remember I was having a horrible day. And I was like, I just don't want to anymore. I'm gonna lucid dream. And that was like the longest night of my life because I kept having dream after dream. And it's hard to explain, but it was like I was in the dream, like I was living it. It's like if I realized right now, like all of this is fake.
That's
Like,
the worst. Could you
everything
imagine?
I
edited and uploaded
know
these videos
is-
and they're all fake.
Is all fake. Like all the friends that I've known my entire life, everybody like I've come in contact with my entire life is fake. And every time I realized that, I would feel myself like getting sucked back is what it felt like. And then like I'm in another dream. And I'm like, this is a dream. It happens over and over again. And then I'm starting to get like really upset because every time I realize it's a dream, I remember like all of the other dreams. And then like I just keep getting like sucked out of the dreams before I can wake myself up. And then finally, after like probably 20, I am climbing up a mountain with all of my like best friends, and it's like a snowy mountain. And then I realize I'm dreaming, but instead of saying something, I keep quiet and I just keep climbing the mountain because I don't want to be taken out of the dream. And then we get to a high point in the mountain. I look at all my friends and they're all looking at me intensely like I'm about to like discover something. They're like, is she about to wake up? And I throw myself off the mountain.
Moon.
And I feel, I feel like myself dropping off the mountain, and then finally I wake up and I just start crying and I'm like covered in sweat. And then I was like, I need to stop lucid dreaming because that was horrible and I don't ever want to do that again. There's a serial killer and he turns people into puppets by sewing their mouths and eyes shut.
I don't need any more puppet fears.
And yeah, for real. And he captures me, and there's this woman next to me. We're like at a table with him for some reason, and there's this woman next to me, and you can tell she's like trying to help me, but he trusts her. Like he thinks she's on his side, but she's really trying to help me. And then this guy, I don't know why we were sitting at this table, but then he like grabs me by the arm and drags me into another room so he can sew my eyes and mouth shut. And for some reason, I'm not panicking that much because this guy's stupid. And the lady, like, you can see she starts to freak out and she can't go into the room with us. So she gets on a call with somebody. I don't know who. Honestly, she's probably a cop or something, and she's calling for backup, hopefully. And he starts taking me into this other room, and the lady starts freaking out, but she can't follow me. And then I'm in there, and it's another fold-out table, but this one is longer. It's like 2 fold-out tables in one row. And he sits me down in a chair, and I'm kind of just sitting there like, what do I do? And he reaches under the table and starts grabbing bins of sewing supplies because he's about to sew my face shut. And he starts setting them on the table. And the weirdest thing, when he reaches under to grab one, I stand up and I walk out. And then I just start running because screw the lady, every man for himself. She is obviously in no immediate danger, so I just start running and then I wake up.
Screw the lady.
Yeah, man for himself. Honestly.
And then right after that, I had a dream about like babies trying to crawl out of an oven. So, yeah, that was interesting.
I don't do anything. I don't know where it starts out. I don't know that. Michaela is crazy about Warren apparently, but me and Warren are together. Never in my life, thank you very much, and never would Michaela in her life.
We can't bleep names.
No.
You want all of these names in?
I don't care.
I have to bleep names in mine.
I don't care for Warren, and Michaela doesn't care.
We love Michaela.
Picture.
Yeah, well, insert a picture of her.
I have a perfect one.
Is it good?
Yeah, it actually is.
Oh. You're a good person. I have the worst photos of my friends.
I have the worst photos. I could do her. I could send you the video of her mewing.
No. Don't ever. Anyway, continue.
Don't ever. Okay, so me and Warren are together, and she's apparently crazy about him. Maybe I should tell her. She stabbed the door a bunch of times trying to kill me so she could be with Warren. And then we were in the bathroom hiding from her, and she stabbed through the door. Kind of a shining little thing there.
Here's Johnny. Here's Kayla.
Why'd you say it like that? Here's Johnny. Like it's a show. A talk show. Anyways, we escape out the window and climb down, and we somehow end up in New York. I don't know how dreams work, so, don't ask me.
I thought you were a lot older.
Research.
Well, this is more.
No, I think you told me like you ran away to New York and you lived with him for several years before she found you.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then she found us, and
That's not necessary for remembering her dream more.
I dropped my microphone. That's not gonna be great. And then she found us.
Oh, it's Terry holds your microphone.
No. I hold my own microphone.
Get to the fucking point.
I did. She found us. I was gonna end at that. Have y'all heard of the what's his face? Shadow. Hold on, I have it written down. Shadow Man. I believe so. It's just like a real figure. Like. Yeah. Fuck no, we're not talking about that.
Oh my gosh, the stabbing. The Slenderman stabbing.
So sad, like.
Oh.
It was so senseless too. Like, what is your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Clearly a lot.
One of them was schizophrenic, and the other one, like, her sister was telling her, like, there's this man, he's gonna hurt us. So she trusted her sister. And her sister thought it was real.
He can be.
No. Don't say that.
He's like, no.
He can be though. Anyways, the Shadow Man.
You just flashed the game.
Someone always saw under
There's just like a giant light when you
No, I'm cutting that.
No, just do a censor bar.
I'll just like constantly have a censor bar.
the whole time.
The whole time.
Just in case I accidentally do it again. Anyway, continue.
I'm just gonna skip the Shadow Man one, but the Shadow Man is creepy. He stands in corners of dark rooms and just looks at you. He'll just stand there looking at you, and he's super.
I just got over my fear of the dark, so maybe.
I'm not over my fear of the dark.
The only reason I got over my fear of the dark is because I have someone to lay next to at night.
Good for you, you know?
Are y'all not terrified of elevators when you walk in?
Not really.
You don't think of every little thing that could go
we
wrong.
stayed at this hotel once, and the elevator, every time you
So
got
you
it,
made it.
would like,
If it's like a sketchy elevator, absolutely. But if I'm staying in the Hilton and it has a nice elevator, I'm like, nothing
Doesn't make
here.
sense. So much could go wrong.
staying at the Come On In.
You
Have
could
stayed
have.
there? It's
In town?
Yeah. Well, we didn't used to live there,
That's
so
enough.
we would visit and stay at the Come On In. So nice. It has how many?
Did you know we have a
4,
bank here?
5?
A bank?
Several things.
No, we only have one. Wyoming's fake. We have a fake bank with fake people and fake houses. Fake businesses.
Fake bitches.
There's a lot of them here. We have a bank with an escalator in it.
What?
Yeah,
Is it the one like in town? Like
downtown.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went in there to deposit my first check before like I had a bank. And I was like, geez, this is fancy. Getting cold again.
Gotta pop your collar.
Gotta pop your collar.
Okay, tell us how you're scared
Bro.
of elevators.
Because cords could snap at any time, and then you gotta think about in the 3.5 seconds you have till it falls. Don't quote me on that, I don't know, but
Lay
it
on the
can fall
damn
pretty
floor or
fast.
something. Hit the deck!
Pretty sure you're not supposed to.
You're supposed to like jump as soon as it hits the floor. So, as soon as it hits the floor. So, in all reality, you're dead.
Alright,
Because-
you're covering your microphone with your leg.
Yes, I am.
It's just gonna go. Cables get snapped. That's the conversation. I don't know if they can hear me over this. Be quiet in here when you don't talk.
You're really pissing me off tonight.
I shut down. The elevator could just stop, and I could probably have to pee really bad. So then, what do I do there?
Pay your rent.
I'm not staying in an elevator for so long.
Then pull your pants down and pee in the corner or something. My fear with elevators is what if I'm in like a packed elevator and I'm in the very back and someone rips ass and I can't get out fast enough. See, this is where we have very different fears.
Yeah, but if you're stuck in
Becca.
it, and he rips ass always.
You would be the one ripping.
I like left the part in the pub. And then we're like farting and Adrian goes, "Nose to me!"
Oh yeah. Nose to me.
Yeah. I also made a different. So when we did our podcast premiere, I showed you the sound I put with AJ's hurting herself. However, I put a different sound over it.
Oh, it's like I'm hurting myself.
When did I start doing that? Anyways, back to you, Age.
No. This is a funny story. Because I found this on Reddit, and it's about elevators. Just like once when I was about 5, and my family was going back to our room from
hotel pool, and the elevator was taking a really long time, so my little brother walks up to the door and yells, "Open sesame." As soon as he says this, his swim trunks fall all the way down to his ankles, and the elevator doors open for people. For people. You know, crazy naked lady over here would take the rest of her clothes off to make it even.
I hate you guys. I have 2 hours to edit.
Well,
Well, we had two.
somebody wasn't interrupting me.
It wasn't only me.
No, it was only
No?
you.
You're editing it. You'll see. That's way too close. I didn't actually read this one. I've just read to the part where it says NYC. And NYC. So this one's also a Reddit story. Also, y'all said we were gonna do what bothers us.
Like pet peeves?
We need a podcast idea for next week. Ask Michaela what we should do for the pod next week.
The reason why we called you is because we don't know what to do next week for the pod. So you pick it.
Oh, I pick it?
Yeah.
You have until Saturday to decide.
Oh my.
Do you
I
have-
feel so honored.
Bye,
guys! See you next week. See you Saturday. See you Saturday.
Yeah, good.